Right, so good morning. It is day 4 of Cornwall. But this morning I have decided to go a different way to the cove. Instead of going my normal way past the chocolate factory, I have decided to go up towards the football club first, and then around to the hotel. So yeah, it'll be a nice little walk. And actually, I'm almost at the football club now. So there's this like little path here where it will take you down to the Trenant's cottages. I'm just waiting for this car to go past. So just down there, and I think it's the first left you take, right on the corner is the Mullion, I think it's Mullion Cove Football Club. If not, it's just Mullion Football Club. But there is this little path which will take you out to this corner where you have a nice little view of the actual football field. Now, unfortunately, the game isn't while we're here. It is on Saturday, which is actually when we leave. But I remember back in April when we were here, there was actually a game on the first night we were here, and we stood here and watched about 10 minutes of it, if that. But yeah, it's a nice little ground, and it is just Mullion FC, not Mullion Cove. But yeah, let's head back down this way and go towards the cove. So that road that I told you to go down for the football club is here. It is this road. But if you carry on going, don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but you can actually see the sea. Obviously, be careful around here because obviously cars can come down. But yeah, it's a nice little walk all the way around to the Mullion Cove Hotel. Now, when we normally go for a meal at the old inn that I told you about in the first and second video of this week, we normally walk all the way around here, and we walk to the Marconi Centre that I told you about, and that is, if I'm correct in saying this, I think I am, but you just have to follow this path down here. That's all you've got to do, because that white building there is the Marconi Centre, and if you watched yesterday's video, I'm pretty sure that that bit sticking out there is Port Leven, and then that big bit further in the distance there is St Michael's Mound. So actually you can see quite a bit from here, but let's carry on down here. Now there is houses down here, so if you are walking down here, just be careful because obviously people will drive down here to get to their house. But there are some nice little houses down here, and look what they're overlooking. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, I've just walked a bit further up, but as I said, we normally walk to the Marconi Centre, which is just there, and back after going to the old inn. Now, as you can see near that building, there is a little bit of a path that goes up. That is the path we normally take to go to, well, to come from the Marconi Centre, because going to the Marconi Centre we always take the roads. I don't know why, but it's like a nice little circle to actually take. Now, if you couldn't tell with me hood up, it has actually started to rain, but it has come off the sea, and it does get extremely slippy down this bit and down many more of the coastal paths, as it is going to be, but it's still a nice little walk when it's not raining. Well, it's a nice little walk when it is raining, but I just advise to be as careful as possible if you do walk down any coastal path in England or Scotland or Wales, just the UK, just any coastal path that you walk down, just be careful if it starts raining, because obviously it is going to be very slippy and it's not very nice and is extremely dangerous. Now, all of a sudden, just as I have walked literally from about there, I've got to this rock. It's called the Love Rock. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. But it has actually stopped raining now, which is weird. But I'm going to try and see. Oh yeah, I can get up this bit here. Obviously, I'm being extremely careful because it has been raining and it is extremely slippy. I would go there, but I don't want to chance it. In fact, you know what? I'll go up a little bit more. But yeah, this is the Love Rock, and literally just round there is Mullion Cove, and over there you can still see Port Leven, where I was yesterday, just there. But yeah, nice little view up here, I'll tell you that. So there's the Love Rock, which is where I just walked up, and here, look at the sign, Mullion Cove, half a mile down here. So it's a nice little walk. as I keep saying, I know, but I can't express how good it actually is, because, like I've said in previous video, from where I'm from, up in South Derbyshire, you don't get much of this at all. But if you do find a nice little walk up in a field or anything like that up in South Derbyshire, it's a nice little walk. But especially if you come down south or even go up north, because there's some nice walks in York, Whitby, that area. I do know that because we were there last October actually. But yeah, down here in Cornwall and Kent even, there is some nice little walks along the coast, and I do prefer the walks along the coast rather than just in a random field up in South Derbyshire. I know that sounds extremely bad, but it is very true. It just takes your mind off everything, especially looking at the view. It just takes your mind off everything. You forget about a lot of things, but then when you're finished with your little walk, it all goes back to normal and you remember everything, and your life feels rubbish again. But yeah, that's just me, obviously, but that's how I normally feel about this. But anyway, as I stopped talking about that, this is the Mullion Cove Hotel, everybody. So we've walked from the Trenance Farm cottages, from where we're staying, all the way to the Mullion Cove Hotel. Now there is a lorry coming, or a little van, so I will just wait a minute. But look at the view. I would love to stay in one of those front rooms there, just overlooking that. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Now, down here is the Mullion Cove, which is what I showed you in the first video. So we'll have a look, but I'm not going to go down there today. I'm just going to go around the hotel and back through the field. We might see the llamas from where the field is, if they are up. But yeah, it's just been a nice little walk. So I'm just not gone the normal way, but it's a nice little wander. But yeah, there is the cove. There we go. So we will walk back up this way. So what we're going to do now is walk back up this way, past the hotel and round. Hold on a minute. Sorry, look, just look at how uneven that bit is. I was just walking up that bit and there's even more. But yeah, I'm gonna walk past the hotel and round through near the field where the llamas are. Where the llamas are. Another thing about Cornwall in general, actually, especially in little towns like Mullion, everybody who is on a morning walk, walking the dogs or just walking on their own, they're always so nice to you, whether it's just giving you a little smile or saying good morning. Literally, that's all it is. They're so nice around here. It's just such a good place. The people are nice, the views are great, just everything about it, really. So, what we're going to do now is walk up this little bit, and we will come out by the llamas and the chocolate factory. Right, so we walked down that path there. There's a few houses there. We've just walked past there, and now we're in some fields. And there is actually a few horses. There's one there, I think it is. Yeah. And there is another one here. I thought I could get down to him then, but I can't. Or she. But yeah, there is one here. I'll try it and see if I can find them as much as I can. But you should be able to see it on camera. Right there, look. Nice little horse in a field. But if we carry on, we are soon at the llamas. Hopefully I should get a better I should get them better on camera today than the past couple of days, because I am up closer to them this time in this field. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Right, so just walked up that bit and look at the sign. And if we carry on walking over here, we have got the llamas that I have tried showing you lot for the last few days. Here they are, look. There's 4 from what I can see. Yeah, there's 4 of them. There we go, look. And then there is 2 more over here. This white one's watching me like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you filming me? Look at him. Or her. But I've just seen down there, where those cars are, that is where I would normally walk. But yeah, look, we've got a better view of the llamas this morning. So, if we carry on walking down here, we come out at the chocolate factory, which is where this morning bit comes to an end. Now, I don't know what we are doing today, but yesterday, as I uploaded last night, we visited Land's End. We walked from Levant Tin Mine to Giva Tin Mine, which was a nice little walk. Don't know if you would agree, but I don't know what we have in store today. We've had some nice little walks this week. We've seen some nice places, and we're staying in a nice little cottage. But yeah, I just wish that this holiday would never come to an end. But fortunately, it will do, because we have to go on Saturday, unfortunately. But here we are at the chocolate factory, everybody. Just making sure that bit's locked. But yeah, here we are. We're around the back of the chocolate factory. There we are, look. So this is what you normally wouldn't see, but that building there is when I've been walking across the road down there where I've been showing you the llamas. That's the building that you can see in the background. But yeah, here is a chocolate factory, and in these bits here there are the little shops that I've been showing you. But it's been a nice little circular walk. We've just walked in one big circle. I've shown you the football club, I've shown you the hotel again, I've shown you the views. But yeah, tomorrow I might walk towards the fish and chip shop that closed down last year, I think it was, and possibly the old inn. Now, just as I was saying that, there are the horses that I've been showing you the past couple of days, and they've actually got a little baby horse. You can only just see it, but honestly, looking at these fields, it is such a good place to come. I know I keep saying that, and I will keep saying that, because it is just one of our most loved family destinations to come whenever we get the chance. So that'll be it for this morning, but I will film as much as I can. Sorry, I'm just trying to get grass off my walking shoe. But yeah, I will film as much as I can for you lot whenever I can. Right, so we are currently at St Ives, but it is extremely busy going down the street, so I'm not really filming that much. But this is St Ives, everybody.